Thank you, Zeke. Okay, hi. Today it's 9:02 p.m. Starting late today on Sunday, April 5, 2020. These last 2 days have been difficult. I have not wanted to say anything about it, but we have definitely been hit to varying degrees, me, Elena, and Zeke, with this coronavirus thing. I have a nervous cough, and I thought it was just being exacerbated by all the talk of coughing, but it was more than that. And I had some fever and chills and stuff. Elena, who never gets sick, had for 3 or 4 days low fever in the morning, and it would get high at night and then come back down, but now she seems pretty much past it. And if she even coughed, and she never coughs. Zeke, however, seems to have gotten it the worst of all. It's not anywhere near as bad as what we hear about other people, but it's flu-like symptoms, and it's been going on for about a week now, I guess. And yeah, like that. The fever went up fairly high the first night, not so much the second, and now it's not as high, but the other symptoms are there, and the breathing. We've all had some. See, now I'm feel free to cough a little bit. So that's what's going on with us here. But I feel Mayor Baba gave me an enormous gift when he inspired me to do this first live stream. And I am committed, God willing, to seeing this through until I have finished. Then the idea came up of reading 5 ghazals a day from my book. And I'm committed to the idea of continuing this every day, God willing, until the book's finished, and then see where we go from there. I've been copying these to YouTube, and YouTube has a slight audio delay when I do that, so I may try Vimeo. But meanwhile, it is here on Facebook. I saved all but the first one, and so the copy I've got for that is not great on YouTube. Anyway, all that. Today, I've got, I'll skip. And tomorrow I want to do a redo. At some point I want to do a redo of yesterday because it was noisy outside and you didn't get to hear the songs and poems as well as I would have liked. But today, I've got 2 songs of mine. I'm not sure when the first one was written, but in June of 1994, I was at the Mayor's Spiritual Center in Myrtle Beach and for a week. And part of the plan that week was to go to my friend Chris Rieger's recording studio that he had in his home there at the time and record an album. And this was one of the songs I recorded on that album. It's called A Dream of Love. And then I've got a second song, which is called The Perfect Mirror. And I had been coming out of a very life-changing relationship, which was continuing to change me for the next following 4 years. But this was still within 5 months of it, I guess. Or 6. No. Whatever. And this song was a song I had written singing to this woman whom I had been very much in love with. And that's what it was about. And when I got back to my cabin at the Mayor Center that night, I was again in the tree cabin, which is a solo cabin. I had a tape recorder, and I played back the recordings from the day. And I had a photo of Mayor Baba there on the desk. And as I listened, it was the most extraordinary experience because I realized that what I was singing to her, Mayor Baba was singing to me. That this song is, although it came from my being towards someone else, what I was seeing in her is what God sees in us. And so that's the second song, The Perfect Mirror. And I've introduced them both so I can just play from one into the next. This is A Dream of Love. I dreamed of love and I awoke to find myself and life unchanged. How can it be the dream so sweet can seem by light so strange? I dreamed of kisses rich and tasty, sweet and wet and wild. So how is it that I awake unkissed and yet unsmiled? I know my life was different once, or was that just a dream? My memory holds the taste of wine, but now I eat ice cream. I dreamed of love and I woke to hope it might be true, to hope that it had come to pass, to hope my time was due. Now all I do is sit and write, while heart longs for those honeyed lips. Amazing how my life goes by and how time slips. I dreamed of love and I awoke to find myself and life unchanged. How can it be the dream so sweet can seem by light so strange? Now all I do is sit and write, while heart yearns for those honeyed lips. Amazing how my life goes by and how time slips. A dream of love, a dream of love, a dream of love. My light, my love, there's a light that shines in you that you may have never seen, but no one else with eyes can miss it. It's got such a lustrous sheen. The love you've seen shining in my eyes was only reflecting that glorious light. If you let me be your perfect mirror, everything's gonna be alright. My love, there's a love that flows from you that heals everyone around, but you may have never heard its music because it sings without a sound. The sweetness that you drew from me was only fair exchange. If you let me be your other ears, everything is gonna change. Darkness is only a dreaming, so love, let's not make it real. Confusion is only a seeming, let it go and let love heal. My love, there's a will that shows in you to live in truth alone. It brings to other minds the light to take the journey home. You may not understand it all, but it leads you on your way. If you let me live that will with you, everything's gonna be okay. This is only a dreaming, so love, let's not make it real. Confusion is only a seeming, let it go and let love heal. My love, there's a light that shines in you that you may have never seen, but no one else with eyes can miss it. It's got such a lustrous sheen. The love you've seen shining in my eyes was only reflecting that glorious light. If you let me be your perfect mirror, everything's gonna be alright. 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 Oh, thank you. Thank you for listening. Now let's... Whoa! My guitar fell. Okay. Breaking a mood. Busting a move. Okay. So, this is my book, 424 Ways to Find Your Lover. It's a play on the Paul Simon title, 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover. But in this case, and it's 424 ghazals. And I stopped at 424 because that's my darling stepdaughter Elena's birthday and my grandson Jason's birthday. And the thing about finding your lover, it's about finding the divine lover in you that is singing to the divine beloved. Okay. And it's in a Western context, so it's stuff that comes up in life, you know. But this was in my life anyway. This is number 26. I'm reading 5 a day, God willing. And make believe it came from you. That's what it's called. I'm going to sit right down and tell myself a story, Tony, about a happy boy whose family took him out to Coney Island. Like a king in a playground, every ride was there for his selection. Time was on his side. And so he spent the day in joy. And Tony, it was fun. A day that lasted forever and never was never ever done. I've never sung this before, but I'm going to keep going. As our young lad grew older, he became a royal prince. To shine his light upon the world became his goal. He did not mince his words, but used them wisely to make whole worlds appear. And suddenly the goal of life seemed very, very near. A transformation happened as this boy became a man and took into his marriage bed the beauty of the land. In one mad night of passion, the holy child of life was born. Now flowers spring up everywhere on this great and glorious morn. I'm going to change that last tune. In one mad night of passion, the holy child of life was born. Now flowers spring up everywhere on this great and glorious morn. All right, that would need work as a song. Ghazal 26, and Make Believe It Came From You. My dad used to play the guitar. He died when I was 9, but he used to play the guitar at parties at our home, and the friends and family would sing along. And especially I remember, I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm going to write words oh so sweet. They're going to knock me off my feet. Lots of kisses at the bottom. I'll be glad I got 'em. I'm going to smile and say, I hope you're feeling better. And sign with love like lovers do. I'm going to sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. And make believe it came from from you. Ooh, this is going to make this recording longer than it needs be. Okay, so it's what Ghazal 27 is called the Love Circus, and it says it's a dream. And as I've said before, most of these I haven't ever read aloud, and even to myself, apart from editing them for the book a little bit, I didn't read them much to myself after I wrote them. So I don't know what's coming next, but it's called the Love Circus. Me, Mookie, Wheezy, and Oregano, a person, a poodle, and a Keeshond, and a serious cat you want to know. My tiny, puppyish, jet black poodle comes dancing and prancing on 2 feet, so very, very happy to see me, and joyfully we meet. And then comes Mookie rushing in, a Keeshond with a heart of gold, leaping, laughing, panting, wagging, as if he wasn't so very old. I never knew I had a cat, but then in comes Oregano, very substantial, orange tan, and prowling around me, joyously so. With the gentle pride of a tender lion, such loving presence you've never seen, adding spice and flavor to life. Oregano, though not a trace of green. How these 3 circle around me. The circus is in town. I have never felt so loved. How joyously they circle round. Yes, I admit, it was only a dream, but it woke my heart with bliss. And dream or not, the fact remains that I am loved just like this. That was fun. Okay, 28. Called My Time Has Come. By the way, I did have a dog named Mookie. Meher Mookie and Bodhi Baba. And before that, we had a dog, and they were Keeshonds. They were a gay couple, actually. They were more bonded to each other than to us. And before that, we had a Keeshond who I named Baba, which really brought Meher Baba's presence very close to me. Every time I said, Baba is doing this, Baba is doing that. Baba, come over here. It was a wonderful gift until he passed. Okay, this is Ghazal number 28. My time has come. Of all the illusions which I am so ready to let go, time is an enemy, tops the list. Win, place, and show. Time does not go too quick, and I was not born too late. I make love to every flowing moon, and in this moment I celebrate. Time is not a quality I lack. Not enough does not apply, so take it back. Time is not out to get me, a debt forever to be paid, especially tormenting me when Mercury is retrograde. Oh, time, I have projected all my evil on your face, when you are only here to lovingly help me keep pace. You are never too much or too little. You are always my friend. You do not condemn me to waiting, for you are here, or always just round the bend. So I offer you my forgiveness, and seek your forgiveness too, as I lovingly restore my heart with gratitude for you. Ghazal 28, my time has come. 2 more to go. Oh my. We're both in for a surprise. This one is called Succulent Fruit, and it's in quotes. I put it in quotes for some reason. A study was conducted on all the bananas, apples, oranges, and pears to discover whether succulent fruit would attract vegetarian bears. All was proceeding fairly well, as much as one might hope it could, until the inevitable happened, and a bear shit in the woods. Our scientists were taken aback. Indeed, they were all quite gassed. Must we discover in the future only our familiar past? I guess the part of this I don't really understand is, why seek for lame discoveries when succulent fruit is always at hand? Just questioning whether a bear is vegetarian is enough to make my head ache. And why should he want to cooperate with our plan? And what's at stake? Is there anything at stake for him? Is there anything at stake for me? And oh, how my mouth waters for the succulent fruit up on that tree. The bear can never reach it there, and frankly, neither can I. How such pointless experiments just make me want to cry. Succulent Fruit, guzzle number 29. Oh, and here's the last one for today. This also says it was a dream. So it was a guzzle based on a dream I had just had. It's called The Promised Land. I am sent to save the Promised Land by helping them attack Iran. My parachute balloon inflates, while the force in hiding congratulates. On the deck of the battleship, exposed to ack flak, I'm alone, disposed to let the air go rushing out and find out what life's all about. On a tapestry of brown with letters of gold, in Hebrew verse, that tale is told. My art reveals the deep, unending promised land that needs no defending. To express such wealth of meaning and life, how can I begin? And so instead, I continue to know the land of milk and honey within. That's the Promised Land, guzzle number 30. I want to thank you so much for being here. I'm going to take a peek now and see who's with me. What the heck? Something's wrong here. There we are. Nikki, hi Nikki. Josh, long time no see. Hiya Les, welcome back. David, thank you. David Raphael Israel. So happy you guys could join me. You all could join me. See you again tomorrow. So happy you guys could all join me. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye now.